Hello and welcome to the Play World Cup. I'm James.
And I'm Jason.
And we are bringing you live StarCraft matches from Week 3 of the Play World Cup. Right now we are looking at Whitech Software Solutions versus 2K Games 2.
Yep.
This is game number 2 and we are on Antiga Shipyard.
We are indeed, and at the moment we are looking at SamLee playing for 2K Games Team 2, spawning as the Teal Terran. His opponent, cross position, will be Powerfang as the Red Zerg for Whitech.
Excellent. So we've got a T versus Z.
We do.
Up in this piece. And this is a good map for it too, because it's big and it's sort of spread out, and everyone likes to, you know, get their big, crazy tier 2 and 3 units happening.
Baller armies.
Yeah.
It's really good, because Terran can take an easy second and a relatively easy third. Which is like, you know, Terran on 3 base is pretty damn strong. And then if they're really feeling awesome, well then they can just slide down here and take a gold as a fourth, because why the hell not?
With those mules.
Yeah.
Well, the mule's been changed now,
that's true.
but
still
yeah.
gold. But meanwhile, on like the exact, you know, opposite of that, it's awesome for Zerg as well, because it's 3 super easy bases, and then you can just start like double expand to take your 4th and 5th on other sides of the map, and it starts getting like really hard for Terran to control all those bases.
Definitely.
Because they're just everywhere.
Yeah, so I guess we'll see, but it looks like both players have this sort of play in mind. I mean, seeing Powerfang here go for a hatch first approach. I
think so. Yep.
Yep, hatch first. So it looks like he's going to be playing the economic game in this one, which is awesome to see.
Yep.
Up top, we've got SamLee looking pretty standard at the moment. We've got refinery, we've got barracks. We're about to wall off, I think.
Yep, got that pre-built supply depot, so no drone scout's going to get in there and see what's going on.
That's actually pretty smart. So you kind of like start it, and then you start the barracks, and then when you're ready to go, you complete.
Yep.
But yeah, the drone can't get in. That's good. I've never seen that.
Yeah, so it can be handy if you're, I don't know. You could also use like one SCV to build this and another SCV to build that like to 20%, and then cancel it and use him to go scout. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's a good way to stop any drone scouts. If you don't want anyone seeing what's going on inside your base, it's a pretty handy way to stop it.
Absolutely.
So SamLee scouting that one first, this one second, so we will eventually get over that cross position and see where his opponent is.
Seeing Powerfang has chucked down his spawning pool. It's about to complete, as well as his first hatch.
Yep.
So looking pretty good. I would expect maybe a queen or two to appear shortly after that.
I would imagine so. Queen and some lings, perhaps. Grabbing that gas, so we might be seeing speedlings, roaches. Could be anything at this point. We'll see what happens, whether he stops after 100 or keeps going.
Definitely.
But Sam, where's Sam? There he is. SamLee's SCV coming in. Going to get a nice scout. There's going to be nothing here to stop him, unless... Ooh, can those Zerglings get in time to stop him? Nope.
Straight past.
Made it.
So he's in. He's seen all the tech.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's pretty much aware of what's going to happen. I
Yep.
mean, he knows the 2 bases there. He knows that he's going to be playing against a 2-base Zerg.
Yep, and he knows that he's stopped mining gas, which generally means he's going for a speedling expand, and then he's just going to power on them drones for a little bit before retaking some more gas.
So the speedling expand being basically you get your extractor shortly before your spawning pool, then you get 100 gas.
Yep.
Then when that 100 gas is mined, you take everything off and put it back onto the minerals, and then you get your speedling upgrade.
Yep.
And then at some undetermined point in the future, you get you put
More
stuff back on
gases.
gas.
Yeah.
Maybe if you want to go to muters, or if you want to get roaches or upgrades or
Banelings or whatever it is, but yeah, this just now gives Powerfang more mineral production, which means more drones and more Zerglings.
And queens.
Yeah, and queens, definitely.
And spines.
But
all kinds of stuff.
Sam has gone for the Hellion expand, or is he just going Hellions? Oh, now we're going to see a starport as well.
Ooh.
So it's got them Hellions coming. Now, a lot of Hellions are really good against a lot of Zerglings.
Yep,
So
definitely.
Powerfang will want to hold this, but a couple of well-placed spine crawlers and a couple of queens will be enough to deal with the first batch of Hellions that start coming through. But if Sam keeps pumping out those Hellions, Powerfang's definitely going to switch. He's going to have to switch from Pure Ling into something else if he wants to keep living.
Yeah, probably roach or get a couple more queens.
Yep.
Like, yeah, holding off 4 to 6 Hellions is not too difficult as long as you don't... As long as you have at least one spine and you position your queens in an okay space.
Yep.
You don't let them run into your mineral line too readily.
Yep.
But I think he knows this is coming because he's thrown down that hatch, that macro hatch at his natural.
Block that wall.
I've seen Powerfang do this a couple of times, and I think it's awesome. I've never been able to pull this off myself, but I'm gonna definitely give it a try. Oh, here we go. He's gonna get a few
drones
shots
getting lined up, but the drones are returning. Oh, but he does kill actually a lot of drones there. Can he? SamLee wants to retreat with those Hellions so he doesn't lose them all, but he does lose them all. But he killed. What's that? 9 workers. That's awesome.
That's pretty good. That's pretty much paid for those Hellions and then some.
Yep. What's 950s? 450. How many Hellions did he use? 4? 4. Or was it 6?
It was 4.
4.
Oh, he's got 4. He's got 2 more now, but yeah, I think it was just 4 in the base.
That's good. Now. Kept that. So now Zerg's only got 4 more drones than he has, so that's definitely good for SamLee, keeping that econ in check. But that roach warren went up. Do we have roaches on the field yet? Not yet. Not on the way.
Nope, but we've got a second spine crawler now at the front door.
Yep.
As well as that macro hatch, so there's a bit of a wall. It's the Zergy version of wall.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Powerfang now is just trying to get a bit of a read on what's going on
inside
the base.
Full scout? Well, close enough. He didn't get a full scout, but he did see the starport with the tech lab, so he knows that Banshees are incoming.
I think he also did see, switching to SamLee's view, switching to Powerfang's, he's seen the command center as well and the starport, so he knows Banshees, he knows that SamLee's looking to expand pretty soon.
Yep, but he also did see that extractor building, so he knows he hasn't got 2 gas, which should mean if you're only on 1 gas, it's very hard to afford Banshees.
Holy
and
cow.
Whitech.
There are 15 drones being made at one time here. Wow, that was a big round of drones just then. So now jumped up to 43.
So now we've got more than a 10 drone lead with Powerfang. No 3rd as of yet, but I'm sure he's going to start preparing for a 3rd and as well to stop those Banshees. He has got plenty of queens, and he knows there's no cloak, so he might not be investing in any spore crawlers just yet.
Here comes a Banshee, though. Gonna start wreaking havoc on the main. Spore crawler instantly going down, but the queens are gonna have to assemble to try and get rid of this.
Yep.
Here comes one, and a second one in tow as well, but doing a lot of damage here. Taking 6 kills.
Gonna get 7 and 8. Oh no, just 7. 7 kills for a Banshee. That Banshee's more than paid for himself as well, so another good harass move there by SamLee.
Yep.
But we do have that spire getting built as well.
Let's just have a quick check on the thing. 16 workers killed now, so yeah, definitely these harass tactics by SamLee. Just small amounts of investment in a couple of units to go and just wreak havoc on the mineral lines.
Yep. Help keep that econ in check.
Definitely.
So let me see. What is Sam's next move? That is a lot of factories.
Yeah, really. And it looks like, well, with that many, I would assume probably going to go either a ton of siege tanks or maybe get an armory and go Thor.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a mech-based army. So he's got a barracks, so he's going to have marines as well for anti-air. But I wouldn't be surprised if he throws down the armory for those Thor productions. So we'll be seeing tanks and Thors, another barracks as well. So it's going to be a bit of a bio mech mix. But I'm wondering whether one of these factories is going to go on a reactor so we can start pumping out a whole bunch of Hellions and maybe get that blue flame upgrade to deal with any Zerglings. What have we got clicking on here? Banshee. Banshee's chilling.
He's just winging his way around.
Yep.
Although he might try and scout this 3rd now. It looks like he's heading in that general direction.
Yeah.
Powerfang's throwing this hatchery down, so it looks like he might see that. He sees the Overlord. Is he going to head down toward the 3rd? Probably at some stage.
I would say once this second Banshee meets up with him, I'd say they're going to go check out this 3rd.
That's going to be pretty exposed as well because there are no queens in that area at the moment. Powerfang's been pretty good about the creep spread to that area. Yep, here comes the attack. So is he going to cancel this or is he going to try and save it?
Oh, I think he's going to have to cancel. If Sam keeps attacking, he's going to have to cancel. Mutalisks on the way, but they're not going to be done in time to save this hatch. So it all depends on what Powerfang wants to do. Trying to run up there with speedlings, but they got roasted.
Couple of queens here.
Transfuse on the hatchery. He really wants to save it. Queen's killing one and shooing the other one away. So, wow, Powerfang doing a great job keeping that hatchery alive.
Yeah, absolutely. Those queens, I mean, he's got 4 at the moment, but just having that amount and being vigilant about that creep spread made that he could actually get up there in time to save that. So, Really, really just
Nicely
highlighting
held.
the awareness of like how important creep bird really is.
Yep.
Even just for small stuff like that, it's just absolutely key.
Yep.
In
So
the
that's going to
meantime,
help
it's-
his economy heaps now, so he's going to be able to get more drones,
For
more
sure,
units.
absolutely. That's that's gonna be huge, and it's especially with the upgrades coming along now. I was just having a glance at his production tab. He's got +1. He's got for the flying attacks, for the melee attacks, and I thought I saw a third one just complete, but maybe I was hallucinating.
Well, you could be.
Oh no, actually that was Baneling speed. I think
Ah.
Baneling speed just completed before, so
Yep, you're right.
Yep. So that means he's going to have a few Banelings in the mix pretty soon, I think. So he's looks like he's angling towards sort of a muta Baneling composition here,
Yep.
which could be. I mean, I just saw a Thor wander by as well. We've got 2 more Thors in production, so it looks like SamLee's army is going to be pretty Thor heavy. How's Mutaling Baneling going to go against Thor?
Ooh, that is all going to depend on how fast I think those Thors go down. Yeah, it's kind of tricky because you want to focus fire down those tanks so your Lings and Banes can go in and do a ton of damage.
Ooh, there goes that Banshee, by the way.
See ya, Banshee.
Those Mutalisk counts starting to
Yeah.
get pretty high now. 15 mutas on the field.
Yep. Against mech, you don't really want to go your standard Ling, Bane, Muta mix, just because sort of everything counters it. You got this to counter the Speedlings, tanks to counter the Banelings, and then the Thors to counter the Mutalisks. So that makes it a bit tricky. But if you start investing like real heavy into Roach with some Mutalisk support and Speedling support, then I think that might be a better alternative to use.
Well, he's definitely got options. We know that. He's got a Roach Warren. He's
Yep.
got the, the Baneling Nest. He's got the Spire. He's pretty much got all of his tech options covered.
Yeah, it's all up to Powerfang what he wants to do, and he's just keeping SamLee in check. He's scouted out that he knows there's no third base on the way yet, so he's safe enough with this third up and running.
Mm-hmm. Creep spread as well. Just really starting to spread all those creep tumors out along the map here. Very
Was
good.
that
It's sort of
a
setting
Hellion
off
that
for a
just
fourth.
died?
What? Really?
I don't know, but that was definitely a wheel that rolled over there. Don't know whether Sam accidentally killed a Hellion.
Huh. Oh, okay.
Sam's just going nuts, just killing everything. This tech lab obviously in the way, preventing that Thor from walking out of the base.
All right.
But there we go. So we've got a clear path now for those units to take, and that's a lot of SCVs on this base.
Yeah, that looks like he's a little bit oversaturated on that base, so I think he wants a third, but he's just being a little hesitant about moving out and actually grabbing it.
Yeah,
But good thing he has kept his SCV production up, so when
Yeah,
he
definitely.
gets third, he's ready to go from the get-go.
We've got 3 more Thors in production, so they're almost about to pop. So it looks like Sam is going for a big push here. A lot of Hellions, although I don't think we had Blue Flame. Oh no, we do. Ooh,
I
that
think
is
we do.
fantastic. That Blue Flame helping him. Look at that,
wow.
tearing up those Lings.
That is a barbecue. That's
Yep.
a Ling barbecue.
That is exactly what Sam would have wanted to do with that. So now, throwing down the scan, going to start killing some of those creep tumors, remove Powerfang's vision. What's he going to do in response? We see a whole heap of Lings and Banelings being produced. That's a big ball of mutas, but you don't want them clumped up against that many Thors.
No, there's so many Thors out there now. They could just absolutely tear through them with their area of effect attack.
Yep.
Not clumping them up is going to be absolutely essential. Otherwise, Powerfang could be in a lot of trouble right now.
Yeah, if he can.
Oh,
walk,
an absolute
that's
ton
a
of
lot
Banelings about to
Banelings.
go down as well. So what is Sam going to do? Is he going to push into the natural, or is he going to try and kind of... Ooh, I think he is going to go into the natural.
Those Banes are about to pop as well, so that's going to cause a lot of damage to those Marines, and that's actually... want to focus fire those down with the tank, trying to do as much damage, but...
Wow.
taking a lot of damage. So still got... No, he's only got one Thor left, and those mutas are going to clean that up really easily. Just going to knock out that tank and the last Hellion.
Wow. Well, that engagement did not go the way I thought it was going to go.
No, that force.
It almost looked like SamLee tried to back off there down the ramp, and that was the exact moment the Banelings swept in and just started absolutely nailing everything.
Yep, Sam wanted a few more tanks there in that army just to focus fire down those Banelings. He still does have the supply lead though, and he did knock out Powerfang's third, but Powerfang does have another third built over here, and SamLee's going to need the third of his own as well.
More upgrades on the way from both players as well. I can see the +2 weapons attack for the air and +2 melee and +2 armor from Powerfang. Although a lot of shots on those mutas are just absolutely decimating that number. Wow, that actually did even more damage.
Mutas going down. So we've got a whole bunch of SCVs here. They're going to be on repair, no doubt, shortly to repair these Thors and Hellions. Now the pressure is definitely on Powerfang again. Is he going to be able to hold this second push from SamLee?
It looks like he's getting a lot of roaches now, so he's switching up his tactics here, and he's realized that the Thors are just going to keep absolutely smashing all of those Mutalisks.
Yep, that Thor Hellion mix is proving a little bit too much for the current units, but this many roaches on the way now, that's a lot of roaches.
And those roaches, I think, have upgrades. Yeah, just 1-0, so not too scary at the moment, but let's see what happens here. In come the roaches to the right, and all the SCVs just get taken out straight away.
Not on repair, unfortunately. If they had been on repair, these Thors might have been able to stand here and sustain a little bit more damage. SamLee might have noticed those 3 roaches coming from a weird direction, which may tip him off that there's another base over here somewhere.
13 more roaches on the way as well. So
there's a lot of roaches.
Powerfang has completely changed his tactic now.
Yep.
Oh, hello mules.
Hello mules, and hello. That is a lot of SCVs.
Giant conga line of SCVs headed toward the third now for SamLee.
Wow. Sam didn't build a third. He floated his first.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay.
So I guess. He realized he's like, well, this is a little bit too late to start building a third. I need my third there right now. And so now he's got complete, utter saturation on that third base. So his army's still chilling in the middle. Sent a lone Hellion to scout what's going on. Sees a whole bunch of roaches. Powerfang with his natural third back up and running, but this fourth still going strong.
Yeah, that fourth is completely saturated now.
Yep.
He could grab those gases now. He may find himself a little bit short of gas soon as the natural and the main start running out. But he's got extractors up at his other third, so he'll probably start transitioning into mining gas from those pretty soon. We're seeing burrow and roach speed come down as well now, as well as the +1 attack. So these roaches are going to be a lot stronger in fairly short order. Especially useful that roach speed. I mean, he's done a great job of spreading this creep around, but having roach speed is really, really handy.
Catching that tank out in the open. Now, the roaches going to push. That is a lot of roaches.
Yeah.
That's a scary amount of roaches, actually. So is Powerfang going to push forth into SamLee's base to draw this army back?
I think he's got the high ground as well at this point, so that's actually a really favorable position for him to engage in.
So now we've got both teams with their armies on the opposite side of the map.
Yeah, we could be
a bit of a base race going on. It looks like these roaches are moving up. So Sam has 1-2 tanks, which is going to come in handy. Unless Powerfang decides to head up into the third, which could prove troublesome.
Oh, in the meantime, that third goes down again. The Roach is getting hit by those siege tanks, just trying to work out which course of action to take here. He's going to take a bit of damage here.
Third siege tank coming up, fourth one on the way, but I don't think that's going to be enough to deal with that many roaches. They're almost just one-shotting down those doors. I did like that he raised all those supply depots. That's going to funnel those roaches a little bit more for these 2 siege tanks on the high ground.
Still have a lot of numbers of roaches though, just finding it really difficult to whittle those down, even though those siege tanks are doing a pretty good job of that.
Yep, now the roaches, they've cleared up all of the defense inside of SamLee's base, so now they're having free reign, and at the same time a lot of Thors walking into here. Powerfang, I don't know whether he's got enough units back home to defend, or maybe he does actually with that second round of roaches.
Yeah, that second round has now pretty much put him in a position where he could go and deal with these Thors if they're going to run in. So now it's really all on SamLee to stop the bleeding at his base.
Yep, and he's just lost that armory, so that'll mean no more Thors coming out for him. Those Thors moving up now, but that is a lot of roaches, and drones also being pulled to absorb some of those hits. Oh, unlucky timing for SamLee. Had those tanks unsieged, and so now he's losing everything in this attacking force.
That whole attacking force is gone now. He's not going to be able to get away, so those roaches are just going to walk all over the top of that.
Oh, losing that Thor, and these roaches still causing havoc in SamLee's base. Got a bunch of siege tanks, but they might be just enough to stop this. Maybe not. This is close. No, I think these roaches. One roach. There's a lone roach in the base.
He's like, how lucky am I? Oh, I'm dead.
I'm dead. So causing a lot of damage to the infrastructure there for SamLee. If I think those roaches had have come up here and destroyed his third, I think it would have been game over for sure. Yep. Although That is a lot more roaches coming back down the field. So
and now those roaches also have tunneling claws as well, so he's going to have to deal with the burrow factor. And, when they burrow, they can regenerate health extremely quickly. So, whoa, we're going to see an absolute slaughter here.
This is a massacre.
Can I just...
so many workers killed.
Swinging back again. Like, Powerfang took a lot of damage early on the economy, but look at that. He has brought it all back and then some now.
And does he have any units back at home? He's got a couple of units, but not enough to deal with that many roaches. But Powerfang might be content in just heading home. And that's true, actually. He has lost his third. His main is completely mined out. His natural is pretty much completely mined out. And so now his whole entire economy hinges on this hidden fourth base.
Yeah, so he needs at least one more base. I would say probably two.
Ooh.
SamLee's completely mined out.
SamLee is not mining.
Yeah, he's still got a little bit of money. He's got $1,000 in the bank, but he needs to get that down and get those SCVs mining right away. Otherwise, that is going to be all she wrote. But there is a drone down there actually keeping track of where that orbital command is going. So Powerfang has a bit of an awareness of what's happening with SamLee. I think it's safe to assume at the 29-minute mark that the main and natural are going to be completely mined out. So
yeah, definitely. If he can stop him from mining from a third, that's going to keep him in a very strong position. 2 tanks and a marine in those medevacs as well. So don't know whether we're going to be seeing a potential drop on this expansion of Powerfangs.
I think I saw the scan there as well, and I think SamLee is paranoid about the burrowed roaches.
Yep.
He knows there are burrowed roaches out there somewhere. But where?
Where?
They could be anywhere. They could be in the house.
They probably are, actually. Have you checked under the bed?
Not recently.
And this SCV going down. Hero Roach taking that kill.
Mm-hmm.
So Powerfang happy enough now that fifth? We're going to call that a fifth?
Yep.
Happy to call that
that's
a fifth. And his third is up and running. These SCVs still not mining from SamLee. So he's burnt through his bank and is now completely... except for them mules.
Oh, so OP.
Damn mules. But Sam's going to want to take all those idle SCVs, get them back mining again so he can start pumping out more units. And this is actually exactly where he wants to send these guys. This base of Powerfang needs to be shut down.
Yeah, if he can't shut this down, then it's going to be hugely bad. And it's probably the most unprotected of all the bases. He knows that there are an absolute stack of roaches out there somewhere. But I think Powerfang has taken that as his cue to make 1,000 lings and roaches and just send them all up. Just a classic Zerg A move here of,
that is a lot of roaches, and now SamLee's army completely out of position.
Look at that mini-map. There's just a stream of red heading directly in SamLee's direction.
And a lot of Zerglings. So SamLee's going to take out this fourth and fifth, but unfortunately the third is back up and running for Powerfang and mining. But Sam, in the process, is going to lose his whole entire base. His third also, though, is mining, which is good news for Sam, but it's going to be hard to stop those units from destroying all of his production facilities.
Yeah, he's going to have nothing to build with, or build from, by the time this army is done.
And this supply advantage is definitely going to Powerfang. And when he shuts down all these barracks and factories, it's going to mean that supply is just going to get worse and worse for SamLee.
Yep. Looks like SamLee's in the middle with his remnants of his army now, so he might try and take that third out one last time, but it'll just be a matter then of Powerfang sending his army back down to his own base, wiping out that army, and that'll be pretty much the end of that, I think.
Sam's floated his barracks, so there's no chance of him losing his whole base anytime soon. We could have a couple of corruptors, possibly in anticipation for the Broodlords.
Oh, 3 Broodlords being morphed in now as you speak. So looks like this will be the final push now. Look at that huge line of red.
Look at that.
Wow. Making its way back down. So when that hits, I think that could be about all she wrote.
SamLee has 2 Marines, 1 Marine, 0 Marines to deal with these Broodlords, and actually 0 units.
There's the GG.
There is the GG.
So
that was an epic game.
Yeah, absolutely. Whitech taking that one out and taking out this match 2-0. So in terms of standings, we've got Whitech on the ladder tied for 6th. So they're going to head up into the top bracket.
Yep.
We've got 2K2 tied for 13th. So they're going to be battling it out in the lower bracket.
Yep.
So thanks for watching, and we will catch you next time.
See you next time.